down on his luck. His pockets are near empty. He's sleeping in his truck. The rodeo next Friday. His bills are past due. How we pay for entries, he ain't got a clue. He's a cowboy. It's his turn to ride. He prays for 8 seconds when they shout outside. His future is uncertain. His past he can't forget. He's just a hard luck cowboy. Life hasn't broken yet.
I'd rather use my plastic bag, but I didn't have it right then, so you want to go get my sweet tea real quick? Welcome back to True to Horse Horsemanship. We're here in Lebanon, Tennessee. We got a yearling filly here that's really pushy. She bit one person and pushed through Jenny, the owner. So we're going to work on some ground respect and also getting her moving, trying to get her relaxed. One thing I noticed, when I put a halter on her and try to lead her out, she's a little sticky with that, so we're going to work on that. And just see what I need to do. That's basically, because some people, like on the one video I did, I see they got tired seeing me flipping my rope when I was working this horse out in the pasture with a bunch of other horses. Well, people who likes to bring up stupid crap like that, I'm going to put it point blank. You're not there with that horse. That horse, if I flipped my rope, there was a reason. That horse might look like she was with me, but she wasn't. She was all over the place. So for my safety and keeping that horse and the owner's safety down the road, if they kept up with it, which probably didn't, I had to flip that rope because I had to break that mine loose. People like me and Chris and all, we don't flip our ropes to be flipping our rope. There's a purpose behind it. And most times the people out there that is griping about little things like that, I guarantee you within 2 minutes I can show you so many holes in your horses, it's unbelievable. So that's my bandwagon for today. So, a lot of people right off the bat would start lunging her and everything else. But my thoughts is, for safety reasons, we're on wet grass. So, and her big gated horse, that hind end liable to slide out from under her. And even non-gated horse, wet grass is liable to slide. And I can get just as much done getting her to respect my space without lunging her around like a banshee. Lunge, I will send her around because I want, hopefully, while she's going around, Cindy to focus on her face a couple times, because people think lunging a horse is groundwork. No, in my humble opinion, lunging a horse is exercising your horse. You're not getting nothing done because I'm going to ask her to move forward. And yes, I worked about 2 minutes prior. So I want to just send her around. I'll bring something up here in a minute. But sending her around, she's just going around. There's no focus on nothing. I mean, she's just going. Right there, she's looking to the outside of the circle. Her tail's up. She isn't paying me any mind. So, especially a horse this age, why start all that? Just get here. I'm going to just start asking her, and we're working on respect here at the same time. But all I want her to do right now is go back and forth. and we'll work on her halter issues. That's why I'm pulling. And I could use the rail for my benefit. I can send her around, let her get over there, block this corner off, send her around. Now what I will do at some point, I'll put her back on a circle just to get her mind to relax and take that pressure off of her. But when I step in the middle and put her on a circle, I'm not going to push her. I'm going to let her be responsible for her actions. Good girl. Really important, you watch, I'm gonna pick up my right hand here, slide my rope through, and then go after that shoulder. I'm gonna slide my rope through and go after that shoulder. There. Now that time you notice I didn't go after that shoulder. I'm gonna stop, give her a chance. She's not going. Then I'm going to go from that shoulder. I'm going to pick up, give her a chance. Now that time, instead of doing the whip, into my Makati, I just took a step forward. So I'm doing steps. What I'm doing. First, I'm going to get her to work off my lead line. Now, we're going to amp her up a little bit. I'm going to step in front of her. Now I'm going to amp it up, step in front of her. Nice girl. Step in front of her. But I'm going at it with some, speed, because, there, that's better. I'm trying to get her to back off me. I can use my plastic bag, but the reason I started out with my plastic bag and stall and everything, because she really wanted to come through the door. I saw that right off the bat. So I put her in the corner, but she's a yearling. So if I got to resort to that, I will. But if I can, I prefer not to. And she's showing me I don't really have to at this point. Now, I'm going to start getting her back out of my space a little bit. So, I'm going to walk at her, hit the ground. At this point, the important thing is, I don't care if she backs up. I want a response from her other than coming on top of me. Because she doesn't know, she don't know what it means. But if I get some response, that means that's my first stepping stone to get what I want. So I'm going to pick up my hand, walk. See, and that's all I want. I don't want a bunch of Jenny owners over here, so I'll be looking at her too. I don't want a bunch of movement. Because if I let her keep going around, it's going to take longer. Now you notice that time I went a little softer. I wanted to get some kind of, like right there. Y'all probably didn't catch that, but I know you saw it. She backed up a little bit. I stopped. Even though her feet didn't move, her body, for her body to rock back like that, think about it. Her mind's telling her body to rock back. So that's, you know, so now I'm gonna pick up. Now I'm gonna ask for a little more. And then just, and I think we talked about this on the phone, it's recognizing, especially any horse like her, it's recognizing that first try. I don't care how small it is. In this case, it was just this. So I'm gonna just go softer. There. Now we're gonna amp it up, but it's so much easier for me and her. I amped it up at first, then I backed down. So, you know, if I kept it amped up, she's gonna amp up. So there's a spot, and this is where it just takes years of handling horses to realize, okay, now it's time to back down. Now, she told me that one time she amped up and she stopped pretty quick. Right then was telling me, okay, now let's try it at a slower pace for a little bit. So you know, my thing's working with that mind. So I'm gonna ask, lean. So I got 1 foot. So now we're gonna try. So I'm gonna lean 1, 2, 1, 2. But, you know, just like, see, I'm not going to take this pressure. There we go. When she's leaning on that halter, I'm not going to take that pressure off of it. I'm going to, just like that, walk back and forth till she gives. And then it will. But I just thought something out. I'll get back on track. But like when I'm going to start asking for more, 1, come on, 2, 3. See, and right there and there, I'm correcting her when she goes to the side. And that's where my post I talked about the other, just I think yesterday about Cindy brought up. I'm correcting them at that moment. See, what so many people do, they let her go that way, and then they have to overdo their correction. Because she's getting amped up. The more feet are moving quicker, the more amped up she's going to get.
You're stopping for a second. When she starts to move to the side instead of backing like you're asking her to.
Pardon?
When she stops backing like you're asking her to and she starts to go to the side, is that kind of a stop and reset moment? And then just...
It's just, all she wants to do is get out of my space.
Right.
And she's not sure completely about backing up.
Right.
So she, you know, this is first time doing this. So she's just going, but that's a good sign. See, a lot of people get aggravated because she is trying to bolt to the side. No, she's doing, like I said earlier, she's doing one important thing. She is not getting in my space. See, right there, I didn't turn around correct her. I felt her, so I said, I didn't ask you to come in. These little things like this goes a long way. I mean, you don't even have to purposely. They can, you know. Yes, Cindy.
As a woman,
yes,
I saw her come into you. It looked more like protection than coming into your space.
See,
So I can say that as a woman, you need to correct us.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because I saw that as almost endearing.
yeah, well, you're right. Especially, well, you've seen it with other horses.
Yeah.
The more aggressive horses, after time, they want to be right up my butt. So I got to correct it, even the older ones. But we're dealing with a yearling. So like you said, she's really going to want to come into me. So I want to let her know I am here to support her and help her. But also, she's got to stand on her own 4 feet. She's a year old. She can do that. Now, if I want to come in, first I want to get her feet moving. I'm just going. I don't want her no closer I want to be, at this point, I want her to stay that far back where I can just scratch her head. There we go. Now what I might do, and these are the little things Cindy keeps bringing up that I do that I don't realize I do. Especially right now, while I'm scratching on her forehead, I'm pushing just a little bit with the ball of my foot. And you can tell that. Watch her. By her moving her foot. So this way, if I reward her, there. Now that's what we want. So right there, that's a big thing. She didn't come with me. She dropped her head. My horse's sweet spot is right here. I mean, so I'm going to push a little bit with there and she backs. Now I'm going to slowly pick up my line and just put as much pressure as I need to. Now when she starts pulling on there, I put the pressure on her. See, that's where a lot of people go wrong. They start pulling harder. Well, that's not going to work because you're not going to be able to pull them because they're going to pull harder, especially at this stage. So that's why I start out. You want to get my hands here, hon? I'm working my rope this way. It's laid in my palm. So I just squeeze and just pull. I squeeze and pull. Squeeze and pull. And my squeeze at first is, yeah, you want to come in for a second? So that way you get an idea of how my hands are working. Get on this side of me, please. So just put your finger somehow, no, just lay your finger somehow just like that. Okay. So I'm gonna just see how light my pull was? Now, if she stopped, I would have grabbed the rope harder. The more pressure I have to pull, the more I'm going to grab that rope. Especially with heavy clasps and all. I mean, see, you can see it moving. Just me doing that. And she's a year old. You can play with that, where all you got to do is grab and she'll come forward. So we got to work on a little bit with you real quick.
You want me in here?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
So all I want you to do, this is one time I'm going to let her go around.
Okay.
So all I want you to do is point, flip right at that shoulder, and let her go. Okay. Now, what you can do, you go in a neutral if you feel comfortable with it. There. And then if she doesn't disengage, give her a pull.
Okay.
Okay. There you go. Now if she goes, leave her alone. That's what we're looking for. Even if she's fresh, this is what we're looking for. Right there. See, you went into neutral. So that's fine. There we go. Okay, now let's switch hands and ask her to go the other way. Get more rope out there. If you let, yeah, so you're just letting her go around. So just disengage that hip. Take a step back and just give a steady pull. Now, the length of your free end of the rope is always like this.
Okay.
It's where it's hitting the ground.
Okay.
So that way, if I got here, I got plenty here to stay out of the way. See, I just swap. Now I got plenty here. See, it didn't take as much either. Where you had just about that much, so.
So when I get her moving and she's moving her feet and she's going around, let her go until I'm ready, or if I drop to neutral, as you say, and just kind of stand.
Here's the thing, that there's a yes and no to that one. Because I am really big on getting these horses to start out going slow unless I ask. So if I ask her to go like that, see, I'm going to go in neutral. I got my hand picked up a little bit. And if I want to push her forward, I can push her forward. Or if I want to reverse her like I really prefer, I'm just going to reverse her. So I'm now right there, see? I didn't want her to move that fast. So we're going to do it again. We point, go to the shoulder. Now that time I gave her a chance because I saw in her body that she was getting ready to slow down. So that's the tricky part. I'm going to ask and let her go. And she's... See, there's so many little things I do, like right there. See how I had my fingers? I had it any time where I can pull my hand and do what I want.
Right.
Point, ask for just walk. Now if I point, right there, all I did was change my body position. I brought my shoulders out, stuck my chest. Now the more I stick my chest out, the faster she's gonna go. Now if I start relaxing, you know, this is all new to her. Oh, you're right. Now we're gonna do this time relaxed. There. Now I'm going neutral. Now we're going, see, I'm always, I was already expecting that because she got a little sticky foot on me. Because I don't expect her to be perfect.
Right.
There, that was better. So if she gets, like right now, we're working on slowing her down, going to the right. But if she gets sticky foot too slow, I'm going to put pressure in there. And yes, I know she's going to amp up. So my job is to correct her when she starts to take off.
And when she starts to take off, you're correcting her by pulling her back
to
neutral and then
eventually,
spinning her the other way?
Eventually, all you'll have to do, she'll get so focused on you. I mean, she's good age. And this stuff, you're not going to hurt her. You know, she'll get to the point where if I stand around and talk to somebody, or if my eyes come off of her, she's going to stop.
Yeah.
She's going to depend on you so much that she's just going to say, okay. No. I'm about ready to lose her here.
You want me out?
Huh?
You want me out or in?
Yeah, you could get out.
Okay.
But I'm fixing her, you know, any horse, their attention span's not that long.
When you do this, when you work with her, what is the length of time period that you should do this before you stop?
In a normal situation at my house, probably about 20 minutes at her age. that's long enough I can get in there, but not let her keep her attention. Because right now, if you're watching her, we've hit that mark.
Yeah,
and now she's getting ready. So right now I can't quit until
you
get her back to me.
Right.
And the
Can you do the 20 minutes and then switch to something totally different? Or should you just do 20
that all
minutes
depends
a day?
on the age of the horse.
With her?
You know,
With her.
If you want to stop 20 minutes and just spend time on her and, but really not ask much of her, you can. Maybe picking up a feed or something. Or I'm going to get her used to a plastic bag, or maybe just go to the plastic bag for a little bit.
Yeah.
Okay.
I've got 3 others you can do with that bag too.
That bag's amazing.
It saved my butt a lot of times.
But you never hit him with the bag.
When I first got after her, because she was really adamant about putting that head over top. But it was one time.
Yeah.
That was it. I left her alone. And being at one time saying, hey, this is what I expect of her, she didn't put her nose over top of it again.
Right.
A lot of, especially at her age, of course, depends on the personality of the horse, people will be amazed how some of this aggressive behavior that she was showing can be fixed, how quickly.
That's why you're here.
So, what I'm going to do, you want to hand me my plastic bag? This is just a tool. So all I'm going to do, I'm not going to chase her with it.
Better attention.
I'm just going to, that's better. Wherever she's at, that bag's going to be in front of her. Usually I use the launch whip for this. Now my body position, I'm just this side of the shoulder, and the bag's over here. With the lunch whip, I could flip it in front of her real easy, but so right now I'm playing the waiting game. I can still see the white of her eyes. Her ears are starting to free up. I'm not going to wait so much her licking the lips.
Yeah.
Because that's why I don't have no bottom teeth.
Yeah.
From a Mustang that was licking their lips. And then he licked mine with his front foot. I pay more attention. Their ears free up. And see how that neck just starts to free up? That's because they get more relaxed because, their head's dropping. And I'm not being overly aggressive with it because she's standing pretty good. Just like I started out with the other stuff. I started out a little bit quick and then I eased up.
right there?
Pardon?
What were you getting at right there? When you wrapped it up?
Oh, well, she's, number one, I'm not going to let her avoid this. And about the fence, you know, she's facing me every time. So I'm not worried about her trying to go over it.
She's shaking.
Now right there, see, I went to that spot and I stopped. So I'm going to let her just stand there for a bit. There you go. That was better. Now, as soon as her right front foot does that, I'm going to go scratch her. Because that was another sign of her starting to relax. With that right front sprayed to the side, she's ready to bolt any minute. So if I moved it, she would have took off. So that's, you know, just watching her whole body. You know, when she came underneath herself, I knew then I could probably move up and touch her with it. Now this is where the patience comes in. She's taking the bag right now well. I mean, she's standing here. Huh? Yeah, but she's not liking it. So I don't want to stop until I get a movement of an ear or something. I don't care how slight it is that first time. I just want something.
Is that a rock in that bag to make it go down?
There's nothing in that bag.
There's not?
Just a hole. I opened it up.
Okay. There's something in there.
No, I'm not saying I didn't pick up a rock while I was going back and forth. There. See right there, she got me to lower her head, so I'm gonna take that pressure off of her. I'd rather her did it on her own, but for her to come into that pressure, that's still a good sign. So, you know, you got to be able to adjust, and because if I let her stay there too long, she's going to just completely zone out on me. So that's why I start petting her between the forehead. There, good girl. So right there, we backed off of her. Yeah, you don't know what to do right now, do you? And at this stage of the game, it could take her 5 days before she'll just let you come in and scratch her with it. But what's going to happen, she'll just come down quicker and quicker and quicker. And like her, you got plenty of time. The more stuff you do like this with her, the better off you are.
Need a water?
I'm going to get my tea here in a second.
You want water, ma'am? Oh, I'm good.
So you got an idea how long we've been filming, hon?
None. I didn't.
I don't either.
Our battery's getting on the slow side.
Okay. We keep going, but we stop filming.
I'll just keep filming until we run out.
No, that's all right.
You can just edit. Like something might, whenever I turn the camera off, something happens. And oh.
Yeah, I know.
Although your cameraman's been watching you and not paying attention a few times.
Yeah.
There's a few times the camera's over here and you're over there.
What we're going to do is, I want to get out of the sun a little bit, put her back. You know, any horse, especially young ones, don't overdo it. Like I told Ray the other day when he was having a hard time riding Charlie, which will be the next video you'll see of him, or I'll get into that. I'm sorry, I'm hot. But, so I'm going to be all over the place for a second. But anyway, Ray's having a hard time riding Charlie because he's riding him like a, I don't know, 30-day horse, and Charlie's getting to the point now, he's overriding him. You know, try and get Ray's point and your point too. Sometimes less is more. You know, and keep it slow. You can always amp it up. I mean, but if you start out training these horses, especially at this yearling, you know, really paying attention to your body and keeping it amped down, and then get them to amp up and then go back down. You know, let them get up there. At some point, after a few minutes, you see me, I'll bring her up. If I want to be able to bring her back down, I want to teach her, you know, you can relax and come down. So, she's a good age to teach that. So, yeah, Charlie, next episode with him, since he's a little bit more, groundwork is a lot better, I'm going to get more detail about this useless lunging unless you're exercising a horse. But don't call me up and say, I'm doing groundwork, David, and I ask you, what are you doing? Oh, I'm lunging my horse. I'm going to think, you're full of crap. That's not exactly what I'll be thinking, but that's close. You're not doing groundwork. Groundwork, definition to me, in my opinion, groundwork is controlling a horse's feet. You don't have to do it in liberty, and preferably I start out with a lead line. I mean, I always do. Then later on I'll take it off, but that's after they know it. You know, so that way I don't hit no walls. So we go on that, and then we'll start in Cindy's favorite, start showing different steps to do a side pass. We'll start out with a half pass and show how I get into that first canter. So that's be where we're at with him. So I hope everybody got something out of this. It's probably a little bit longer than I figured it is. As I always say, be true to a horse, they'll be true to you. To my kids, grandkids, and special person out there, Washtele Kidney, God bless, take care.